Hi guys, welcome back. This is going to be my January 2016 beauty favorites. I got all beauty favorites for the month of January and they're all here. So I'm really excited to show them to you. It's already February now, so it's probably gonna be definitely February by the time I upload this, but it's just been a crazy start to the year. All is good. February itself has been freaking crazy, but January was a relatively good month, and yeah, we shall get started with it. Without any further ado, let's get started with the first favorite. This is definitely my ultimate favorite for the month, and it is the Too Faced Le Grand Palais palette. You guys saw my haul for the month of December and all that. You know that I picked out one of these. So this is how it originally came in, because it has some fancy stuff inside as well. But I've been using the palette itself for, you know, the past few months, like December all the way to right now. Even I'm still using it. I absolutely love it. So this is how the palette comes in. So it's all in all a really nice palette. I love that it has both face products as well as eye colors here as well. The face colors are amazing. Like, so you have this really nice blushes right here. They're really nice to just use on their own or mix together. They form a really nice color. This particular bronze color, Sun Bunny, is amazing. It's really pretty to just kind of you know, dust around your face, like the circumference of your face. It has a really nice gleam. And the highlights, these are probably like the best highlights I've personally tried so far. They're just so pretty. The highlights look like, so this was Sun Bunny, which is sort of like the bronzer, and these are the two highlights that come with it. They are super pretty. They give you that Hollywood glow that's all in at the moment, so those are really good, as well as the face powders that you see here. These are really nice to just kind of pat it under the areas where you want to highlight a little bit, and it also is really nice for the upper brow bone as a nice highlight. So the face products are awesome. They're amazing. I really like them. For the eye colors, you get 15 of them, so they're all really nice. It's just that for the ones that are shimmery, like the ones here, they are kind of more of a pressed pigment kind of formula. So when you swatch them, you don't really get, for example, this deep blue one, you don't actually get a deep blue color. You actually get a lot of pigment, as you can see there. So it's more of like a pigment based, a pressed pigment kind of color. So don't expect this kind of payoff when you do it on your eyes. However, if you have like a base color that's already a blue, just kind of treat it like a pigment. You just put it on top and it gives like extra pizzazz to it. So the only downside of this particular palette, along with the fact that it doesn't come with a mirror, but all the other colors are really nice, and you know, you just kind of have to play around with the pressed pigments type of thing. So wherever there's like shimmer, you kind of have to have a base color, but anywhere else, it's just a very good palette. Together with the palette, it came with a mascara as well. This is their very famous Better Than Sex mascara. Really like this one. It's very thickening and very lengthening at the same time. This is a sample size. It has really hardcore bristles, as you can see there, and I really like using this because it really does lengthen and thicken at the same time. So this is definitely a good mascara to watch out for. On to other favorites. This is sort of like a beauty tool, but it is the Solid Beauty Blender cleanser. I think I've shown this in a previous favorite video, but this is really good. Every time I wash my brushes, I'm like, I need to include this in my favorites video. So this is probably like the easiest way for me to clean my brushes. So it comes like that. It's like a solid soap, if you can see there. Okay, so what you do is that you basically just take your brush or your beauty blender and you just kind of swivel it around here. I swivel it a little bit and then I use it on my Sigma sort of like brush cleaner, and it really helps to just remove all the dirt and the grime really easily. And I've used this like twice and you can barely see any of it being used. So it is a little bit pricey. I think it's about $40 thereabouts, but it's definitely worth the money if you want to invest in a proper like brush cleaner. It makes the cleaning so much easier. So I really like this one. Speaking of beauty blenders and stuff, this is a little bit dirty, but this is my Sephora sponge, which I have loved for the month of January. I was sort of trying to find like a daily alternative to the beauty blender. So this is how it looks like. This is how the Sephora one looks like. I think this has been around even before the Beauty Blender came out. It's not supposed to be a dupe for it. You don't really have to kind of wet it, which is what I really liked. And I just really use this dry, and I just apply my concealer, I apply my foundation with this on a daily basis, and it's worked really well. So surprisingly very good, and it's really cheap as well. I think it's about definitely less than 15 bucks. So if you're looking for a good beauty sponge which you can reuse, I highly recommend this Sephora one, which is awesome. Okay, so next one is my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette, and this is in the shade medium. It looks like this. I got this in Hong Kong. I don't think it's that really readily available in the stores in Singapore. At least I haven't seen it yet. This is how it looks like. I'm still kind of learning what's the best way to use these different colors. But generally, I use the salmon color here to correct my under eye circles, my under eye dark circles, and then I can use this whole array of colors here to just kind of conceal my eyes. When I am in a rush, I can just use one of these darker colors to just kind of really conceal my under eye circle. So this yellowy color, I use it in the areas whereby I have redness, but I don't really have a lot of red spots on my face other than my acne and all that. But generally, it's a good palette. It does have a good coverage to it. I am using it under my eyes at the moment. So it's just really nice to blend out. I just use my Sephora sponge to blend out, or you can use like a brush or even your fingers. Speaking of concealers, one concealer that I've really liked for, you know, the holiday season and all, and I think this is probably my favorite concealer of 2015. It is the Naked Skin concealer, and I am in the shade medium dark. I think I've featured this a lot of times, and I've used it all the way till here at the moment. So I've used it tons, and I really like this. Is probably my favorite concealer all time at the moment. It has a really nice brightening effect, but at the same time it helps to color correct really easily. I don't really need to use any color correction before this, and when I put this on, it really easily covers up the entire space very well. So this is how it looks like. This is the shade that I go for, and it's very versatile. I can use this as a concealer, I can use this to highlight, and it really does blend out super easily, and it just looks like, you know, your second skin. So I really like this, and I do recommend this if you're looking for a good concealer. This is definitely one of my top favorites. Next up is my beauty powder from MAC. This is from their latest collection. I think it's their latest collection. It's called Fiery Whispers or Fiery something. It has like fairies and all that, and this is beauty powder in Pearl Sunshine. It comes in the usual like powder packaging, and it's basically a rosy kind of highlight, if you can see that. It's very pretty. It's not as like, you know, obvious as, you know, most highlights or the highlights that I showed you in the Too Faced palette, but there it is right there. It does give a really nice shimmer to it. So I don't really have a lot of rosy highlights, so I thought this would be a good addition to my collection, and it's really pretty. I do like it a lot. They did have two versions, like one is a more bronzy one, and I'm glad I got this one. So next up is the lip balm that I use pretty much on a daily basis, so I thought I would give it a shout out. It's my Maybelline Baby Lips. So I use many different types of baby lips like over the years. This is the current one that I'm using, which is the neon pink one. It's a really good type of lip balm, and I just use this every day. You can see that it's almost finishing. It does look very pigmented here, but it's not that pigmented. It just gives you a very nice gleam to it. But I just wanted to give it a shout out because I usually just go from one baby lips to another, and it's worked really well for me throughout the years. It's just really good for you to just moisturize your lips and then give it maybe like 5 minutes. Some people choose to kind of wipe the lip balm off and then put your lip color, or you can just put your lip color on top of this. So I really like that. And speaking of lip stuff, my favorite lipstick of the month is my Givenchy matte lip color. This is in number 104, and I do have it on my lips at the moment. I absolutely love it. It has a matte finish, but as you can see, it has like a sort of like a semi-cream matte finish. It comes in a gorgeous packaging. It has leather packaging right here, and that's where it has the little thing for you to pull out. And this is how the lipstick kind of looks like. It's really pretty. This color is a little bit difficult to get because I couldn't really get it in Singapore, so I got it when I was in Japan. It's basically like a really nice nude. When I swatched it, I knew that this was the nude for me. So if you have my kind of skin tone, or even if you're a little bit fairer or darker, I'm pretty sure you can pull this off. It's a very universal nude color. But more importantly, it's got a really nice finish to it. It's very comfortable, it's very pigmented, it has managed to cover like a lot of the darker lines I have on my lips, and even though it's a little bit creamy, it does stay on your lips for a while. So it's just like another fuss-free, like, you know, nude lipstick that you can rock anywhere. And it is a higher end lipstick, it's about 40-ish, but I would say that it's kind of worth it for this month. Okay, I'm already at my last product. I feel like I spoke really fast, like 1 cup of cappuccino and an iced mocha before this, so maybe that's why I'm like ugh. Okay, last product is a perfume, and this is an old love that I am returning to. This is the Coco Mademoiselle perfume. This is how the packaging looks like. They do have like the glass full-size packaging, but this is more for the travel friendly packaging. They do have it in the Chanel stores, or you can get them in airports as well. It is the one that looks like a lipstick, so the packaging and everything is divine. You basically twist it up like that, ta-da, and you spritz it off from here. It's one of my favorite, like long-lasting, a little bit more towards the signature type, whereby it's not too common kind of perfume. And the way that it works is really cute. So you get like a box of 3 of these vials, as you can see there, and I was very pleasantly surprised that the box actually came with a new top as well, because the older top, mine was a little bit tarnished. Just take this top off and you can basically refill the refill when it's up to it. So you just put this in here and then plug the top in, and there you go. But the packaging is really nice. I think if you're one to put it on your desk at work, it looks really classy. If you want to put it in your purse, it's also very portable. But I just really like the scent as well. So this is really nice. I've been using it non-stop for the past couple of weeks. It's just a really nice scent, especially for work. And yeah, that's it. I feel like I have speed talked through this video, but those were my favorites for the month of January. If you have any questions about the product, as usual, leave it as a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!